You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drakewing Gaming, sending me on Twitter the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Shelter. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Cut in. Okay. What, did I already cut in? I think I did. Okay. Cut in. That's not true. I like you guys, it's just that... Human? Were you listening? I'm so sorry, we didn't mean... Guys, chill out, Oh, for heck's sake, human, stop eavesdropping on people. You're making everyone uncomfortable. I didn't mean to, I just wanted to clarify that I can't join you all outside. I'm busy those nights. I'm the one who has to shoot the turret. I can't leave the control room. So, you're not angry at us? The two dogs look at me with eyes full of shame and fear. In a weird way, that's kind of adorable. Some dogs tend to overreact so much when spoken to. Or do they react like that only to me? Better not to overthink that. Of course I'm not angry. Believe me, if I could, I would join you outside, but since I can't, well... Have fun and good luck on getting that first kiss tonight, I guess. I wink and smile. After a few seconds, the dog shyly wags and nods in return. I leave them alone and get back to work. This time I do my best to not pay any attention to what they talk about. They speak a bit more quietly now, anyway. Maybe it wasn't the best idea to interrupt them, but I couldn't bear hearing a misunderstanding like that. I love the dogs here. I want to spend time with them. There's just so much stuff in Shelter that only I can do. Things that I have to do. It's like I have to collect and wash the plates from those tables in the corner. So yeah, stop thinking about what's going to happen tonight when you still have so much work to do right here, right now, Luke. Back to work! I spend more time on work, and eventually we reach the last hours of this morning. The tavern is especially lively and packed today. The dogs return in groups from their excavation trips to take part in the event at the shelter tonight. There are a lot of familiar faces that I haven't seen in a while, and maybe a couple dogs that I haven't met yet. I can hear them discussing stories of their latest trips. I can see Max among them. He stares at the prospectors with wide eyes while listening to their stories. That looks fun. Maybe I should listen too. Of course, there are also the usual faces of dogs who don't go outside much. I can see Rune discussing something loudly with Old Man Thistle. I'm not sure what, but I can vaguely hear something about... weapons? I'm not really sure. Something doesn't sound right. As much as I'm interested in listening to the stories of the outside along with Max, the stories of Rune and Thistle are often just as interesting. I think I can spare 5 minutes off work to join one of the tables in my downtime. Late morning. But which one? Let's do a conversation about weapons? Oh. In the end, it's just too hard to ignore Rune. The Big Husky's table is usually one of the loudest in the whole tavern. His strong voice and lively personality really stand out from the crowd. Right now, I can hear him discussing something with Old Man Thistle. I think something about weapons and fighting styles? That would make sense. That's one of the things that these two have in common. Thistle is already retired from the battlefront while Rune is an active fighter in the prime of his strength. Second now, water time. Oh, that's good. Listening to the stories of these two seasoned warriors is always a treat, especially when they get extra lively and expressive after a few rounds of booze. But this time, I can't put my finger on it, but something just doesn't seem right. Luckily for me, someone just left the table near theirs, so I take the opportunity to clean it and eavesdrop a bit before I decide whether to join them or not. It's not hard since they aren't being quiet about it. Listen, it's like when you put a warrior with a mace against one with a pike. A skilled pike wielder will be the first to score a clean hit, every time. Excuse me, that extra reach is crucial. But a pike won't blow your guts out as delightfully as a thick, heavy mace will. In all things, the impact is what matters. But girth won't take you to the places that length will. That's just common sense. Enough. Yeah, this doesn't sound like a conversation about those kinds of weapons. With enough pressure, you don't need to go that far to make them squeal. Every man knows that. Sounds like you were still an inexperienced pup after all, Chief. Oh, I would bet you I've got more experience in my short life than you've had in your last half dozen of decades, sir. Of course you have. You're heckin' gorgeous. I would do you too if I were a few years younger. That still doesn't change the fact that you are a fool. Oh, trust me, I would do you right now if you weren't so mad at you old handsome bastard. But flirting won't solve the issue at hand. Seriously, what are you even talking about? It indeed won't. This is one of those unsolvable discussions dating as old as the canine race itself. Ugh, what a headache. Then, how about we ask someone who isn't a canine? Oh, an outsider's opinion. Why not? That's a great idea. Hey, human! Human, come here, boy! An outsider, huh? I stopped wiping the table and approached him with a smile. Hey guys, what's up? You heard us, didn't you? Which one of us is in the right here? I'm a bit confused. Are you still talking about armed martial arts, or... What? Martial arts? No! Ha! No, mate! We're talking about dongs! Dongs, son, dongs! Of course you are. Another thing they have in common is that they are both shameless horn dogs. I like that too. Listen, Chief Rune here is wrongly spouting that the longer it is, the better. I'm trying to correct him by saying that a nice thick knot is what really defines a dog. The longer shaft, you can reach so many deep spots. With a good knot, it'll make both of you feel like you're in heaven regardless. So, what do you think matters the most? Shaft or knot, what's more important? Please tell us. You have to end this millennia-old dilemma once and for all, human. Why did the whole tavern suddenly go quiet? All those eyes locked on me. I could feel the pressure of anticipation of every canine in the tavern. Shaft. That shaft, I guess? I think that the whole point is to go deep. Rune has a point that there are many things you can do only with a longer shaft. And even when it comes to knotting, isn't it hotter when the dong settles to squirt deeper inside? I crossed my arms and tapped my shoulder with my finger, deep in thought. Turns out I have more opinion on that matter than I initially thought. Don't get me wrong, knots are amazing, but to me it's all about how deep I can connect with my partner, if that makes sense. It does, it does. You sure know what's up, Luke. Luke, my mate. High five! I barely have time to register my left hand and get high-fived by Rune with an impact I will definitely feel in my wrist for the rest of the morning. Ouch! I laugh with him, but my smile quickly drops when I see the expression on Thistle's face. His and roughly half the tavern's current clientele. Human, I am utterly disappointed in you. Don't be salty, old man. We both agreed to ask for his unbiased opinion. Take it with dignity. Yes, I guess it's my own fault, for asking for an opinion of someone who obviously couldn't possibly know anything on the subject. That's not true. Luke is very knowledgeable on that matter. You heard with how much confidence he talked. I'm sure he knows everything about dicks. A dick sage, I tell you. Heh, that's, well... Size Queen, that's who he is. Size Queen, that's who he is. Nothing sagely about that. I refuse to acknowledge the legitimacy of those statements. The only thing he proved was that he's as foolish as you are. Knots over shafts. Somebody hold me or I'm gonna... Oh boy, I can hear growls all across the room. Are we at the brink of a tavern brawl? And Rune is feeding into that, the one person that's supposed to enforce order in Shelter. This is an emergency, I have to do something quick. Guys, even if you can't find common ground here, is it really that important? How about you just focus on the things you can all agree on instead? Like, you know, all dongs are awesome, and, I don't know, red? Yeah, and the darker red the better, manlier. Oh, yes, definitely on that, I can agree. Huh? You think so too, don't you, mate? You like them red. What? It's really all it took? I mean, they're dogs. They're really easy to distract. I learned something new about them every day, huh? But yeah, I never thought about that. Do I like them dongs red? Does that even matter to me? Yes, the redder the better. This conversation is so weird. Huh! Yeah, I guess I do. It's called a red sword for a reason. A red rocket, you idiot. I grab a half-empty mug from the table I was just cleaning and I raise it up. So cheers for the red team! And just with that, cheerful dog noises fill the tavern yet again. Mugs are being held up and a mix of howling and barking echoes through the establishment. I can even hear howling far out in the different parts of Shelter, the happiness spreading like fire. They don't even know what we are talking about, but they still return the call. I love these dogs so much. It takes just one awoo to turn somberness into lively celebration. I wish I could join in. Can I join in? Should I? Should I awoo too? Fools, all of you! From the darkest corner of the tavern, a voice cuts through the noise, like an assassin's dagger slitting a throat, bringing back silence. In a skilled hand, a blade of any color sinks into flesh the same. And just like that, blood spilled by any edge is always the same red. In the end, it always comes down to one's skill, not the weapon. No way, even our resident edgelord is joining in on a conversation about dicks? What's going on? Wow, son, that's the most I've ever heard you say in one go. Anything you want to share with us, Wolf? Alan grabs his mug and returns to the shadows to sip on it quietly. Is he blushing? Huh, that was... Well, at least the dogs are in a good mood again, so I guess that's a success? I look at the mug in my hand and take a swig of the leftover ale. It's perfectly good booze. It's a shame just to throw it away. Now we can get back to talking about something fun. Come to think of it, I've never seen a human dong. How are you in the knot department, human? Silly old man, humans don't have knots. What? Then how do you even... Seriously, how does that work? They simply don't tie. It's nothing weird for them. So, what, you just put it in, piss it and pull out? Nothing to keep you close together and intimate? No wonder you say that shafts are more important if that's all you've got. You poor soul. I mean, yeah, but still, yeah, but at least we don't have to fucking stay tied to people for, like, what, 40 minutes to an hour after we're done? I'm even supposed to reply to that. Of course I don't have a knot. But I still like my dong. It still feels great. Is it bad that there's no knot? I don't think it's bad. They won't understand because they aren't human. But in the same way, I will never understand what having a knot feels like, because I'm not like them. I never thought about it like that, but are human dicks actually boring? Am I missing out? Why are we even talking about that? I have no idea how to respond. Someone say something, please! Come on, people, tone it down. Now you're all just being obnoxious. Luke, could I have you in the kitchen for a moment, please? Barry, my beautiful friend. Sure, I'll be right back. And you too. Behavior, no more drinks for you today. Huh! Don't mind the old dog fart, mate. He didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Huh, yeah, sorry, but hey, it's fine. In the end, you're a human, not a dog. Our standards don't apply to you. You do you, I say. Huh, yeah, it's okay, I don't mind, but I really have to get back to work for now. Sorry. That's right, I'm not a dog. I'm an outsider, huh? I take a quick glance at the table in the darkest corner. Alan isn't there anymore. You know, we should probably apologize to Alan next time we see him. What? Why? I don't know, he snuck out while we weren't looking. He seemed upset earlier. Huh! No, don't worry, he'll be fine. Knowing him, he's probably still here somewhere. Heh, yeah, probably. That's right, that's what Alan does, sneaking around, always hiding in the shadows. He barely speaks with the other dogs. Sometimes I wonder if despite everything, he still feels out of place here too. Oh, a special dialogue option for afternoon talk with Alan unlocked. Okay. I'd love to have a one-on-one chat with him one day, somewhere away from the crowd. Well, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get back to work. So much to do. Today is a big day for the dogs, after all. The rest of the morning passes uneventfully. I clean the tables, serve the guests, and help Burry, a day like every day. However, I know that today is not just like any other. We have an important event planned for tonight, and I have to take care of that. It's almost the time for the maintenance check on the turret. I'm gonna finish just a few things around and have my lunch break. Then, I'll do the work in a completely different part of Shelter. All right, y'all. I'm gonna pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all if I do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Summer. Thank you going above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks to our 2 gold tier patrons, Zeke and Toby. Y'all are awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to Ultimate Tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye!